The best part about this, I'm a living witness. There's fuck all these wankers can do because they're all acting in a legal name, dead by consent, no voice, dead carry out the dead motif. Enjoy your deadness. Probably why they were so stressed out about Kevorkian with assisted suicide. You know, because that's exactly what cops do when they murder somebody. They're assisting a suicide. Well, if someone's using a legal name, they're already dead by their own consent and ignorance. So they're not killing anybody that wasn't already dead legally. So it's not really the whole idea of legal murder is such a fallacy. Right? So they literally hide murder behind the legal veil. It's beautiful. Guys are brilliant at evil. They're awesome at evil.
By the way, I went to purchase a condo.
Oh, nice.
And they refused to accept my offer.
Of course they would.
They said, it's $300,000 for the condo. I said, okay, here's a check for $300,000. Next thing you know, they throw out a loan application at me. And I said, what do I need a loan application for? You said this is the price, and here it is. Right? They refused to sell it to me unless I applied for a loan.
Yeah, they can't. Well, they can still monetize a check, but yeah, that's just calling the system out. Exactly what it is, because it's all about creating more debt upon the soul bonds. You might call it a birth certificate or death certificate. It's the same thing. So yeah, no surprises there. Well done.
Yeah, well, I couldn't even buy it, So.
Oh no. I'm waiting for people to go into a corner store to get a pack of smokes and get handed an application to fill out. It is a known fact that all legal names are property of this corporation and held under copyright in the legal fiction realms. If you use someone else's copyrighted material without their permission, what happens? Well, if you're not sure, then start bootlegging pirated movies and advertise them for sale online and see how long it takes to get a reaction. Get the point? You may remember those silly old FBI... Yeah. You may remember those silly old FBI warnings at the beginning of movies telling you the same thing. When the birth certificate is mailed out to new parents, they don't include the permission to use slip with it, with the hopes that you will be ignorant enough to not notice the copyright on it and assume and presume that it belongs to you when it doesn't. When anyone does this, they immediately commit fraud unknowingly. And in that ignorance of these simple facts, where the original intent to deceive via non-disclosure of the creators of this fraudulent offer belongs to the owners of the Crown Corporation, where they hope you will honor their offer to put you in a perpetual state of committing fraud with everything you ever do while using or claiming to be or profiting from, etc., a legal name that they own. In that all legal names belong only to the City of London state jurisdiction. Everyone with a legal name actually brings that jurisdiction to every country on this planet. And that's why lawyers, judges, and bar members can do what they do and remain in honor in their jurisdiction, because using their legal name brings the jurisdiction to them. You're a willing participant as a citizen of this square mile city. If you speak for their name, you are theirs to claim, mind, body, and soul, literally. It's such a simple thing that yet most people, due to their programming, refuse to see this because they can't imagine living life without a legal name, only because I've never known anything different. Kaz, are you in the call yet, hon?
Can you hear?
I said this at the beginning. I've said it every night. If I can assume or presume that there is even an inkling that you think that you're a legal name, I still own your soul. You got to purge this and understand it very clearly. You got to get this right. You don't send paper anywhere. This is for you. The answers are within. So you get this shit sorted out and the rest falls into place. I promise you. You must separate yourself from that legal name, any assumption or presumption. This is why I have so many documents looking at all of the different ways that you could be assumed or presumed, or someone that you have a contract with, like a spouse or a family member, like child, or just immediate that is still part of the system. The I who should not be legally named was, the concept for that was to separate yourself from all of these previous contracts And I'm talking, exes and anyone that you were married to or married to. You've got to bust all of these contracts. Otherwise, system can come to them and ask them, is that so-and-so? And if they say yes, well, that's contract. Because they've got a witness to say that they believe you to be that legal name. Right? So this trap was set so perfectly. But I've spent so much time looking for all of the ways that we could be grabbed. Again, it had to be with a fine-tooth comb. But I wasn't looking at it from the physical or legal or lawful sense. I was looking at it strictly from every thought is contract. Every agreement I've went into is contract. What do I need to do to remove any and all assumption, presumption of anything or anyone outside of me creating an assumption, presumption that I am or was that legal name? And if you want proof of that, just go to March 14th. You can look it up on Lightworkers Media. Thank you, Giuseppe, for all the work you do tirelessly. March 14th, March 15th. But anyway, just go to Lightworkers Media's channel or just go to YouTube, and he's got it up as the Kate of Gaia, The Confrontation, where I ran 3 armed Goonies off from the comfort of doing a radio show live on air in my car while I watched them spin out all around me, knowing full well that they could not touch me. And by the way, those people that are driving around with expired plates, that's one of the reasons why you will not even get pulled over now, because the plates are already dead. They have no jurisdiction. That's been removed. And I've been hearing more and more stories of people. I shared one, I think, yesterday. Excuse me, expired tags. Cops pulling up behind them and whatever, and then they have to pull away because there is no jurisdiction. See, that's the thing. If it's a dead plate, there's no reason to pull anybody over. Only because the individual that's driving around in that car knows who they are. And that is where you're playing it on the spiritual level. And whether these automatonic robots driving around in the cars or, wearing their funny costumes, cop things and all the rest of it, whether they're aware of it in the physical is irrelevant to me, because I don't play there. What is relevant is the fact that this is in the consciousness, and their masters know this, and these automatonic robots are under full, complete mind control by contract. They swore an oath to a dead crown. They swore an oath to a division or a regiment to rule the mind, or precinct. I love those. You've already been sank. Precinct. I love it.